Hi, everyone. I'm Jen from Jen+Cass, and I'm so excited you're here tonight. Whether you're cozied up with a cup of tea or multitasking between kids and emails, I want you to know this time is for you. Our promise, by the end of tonight, you'll have the clarity and confidence to make your website your hardest working team member in 2026. A replay will be sent out to you, and you'll find the link in our free workbook. Unlike your website's hidden profit potential in the chat of this as well. So if you have any questions, pop them in anytime and let's get started. So let's start with a little reality checks. Check. Did you know that 88% of people are less likely to return to a site after a bad experience? And 70% of small business websites have no clear call to action. Even more shocking, 80% aren't tracking conversions at all. So if your site feels a little meh, you're not alone, but tonight we're going to change that. So here's our roadmap for tonight and what's inside your workbook. We're going to work through each of these areas together so you can spot hidden profit, boost conversions, and make your website work for you. Now let's really dig into the foundation of everything you do online, your audience and your offer. I know you've probably heard this before, but trust me, getting this right is what separates websites that just look nice from websites that actually make money and change lives. First of all, who's your dream client? Now, I know you hear this a lot. You probably heard the word niche more than you'd like to scream, and you're sick of it. So I want you to go beyond the basics here. Don't just think of women entrepreneurs or busy moms. Picture her in full color. What's her day like? What's she juggling? Kids, a side hustle, a demanding job? What podcasts does she listen to? What's stressing her out right now? The more you can step into her shoes, the easier it is to write, copy, create offers, and design a website that speaks directly to her. For example, maybe your dream client is Sarah, a mid-40s coach who's amazing at what she does, but secretly feels overwhelmed by tech and wonders if her website is actually helping her business or just collecting digital dust. Second, what problem do you solve? Let's get laser focused here. Every thriving business is built on solving a real pressing problem. What's the thing your dream client wishes she could fix with a magic wand? Maybe she's not getting enough leads, or maybe she's embarrassed to send people to her website, or she feels invisible online. When you can clearly articulate the problem you solve, not only does your website become more magnetic, but your marketing gets so much easier. Don't be afraid to name the pain. People want to feel seen and understood. Third, what transformation do you provide? This is where the magic happens. It's not just about what you do. It's about what changes for your client after working with you. Paint a vivid before and after picture. Does your client go from confused and stuck to confident and in control? From website shame to website pride? From barely any sales to celebrating every new client? Share real stories or testimonials if you have them. People remember transformation, not features. And finally, why are you the perfect guide? Let's get real. People don't just buy your product, they buy into you. Why are you uniquely qualified to help your dream client? Maybe you've walked the same path, made the same mistakes, and now you're on a mission to help others avoid them. Or maybe you have a special process, a proven system, or a personality that just gets your audience. Don't be shy. This is where you get to own your expertise and let your authenticity shine. Share a bit about your journey, your why, or what makes your approach different. That's what builds trust and connection. So, workbook prompt. Let's talk about action steps. We're going to have these periodically throughout this webinar, so if you're following along, it would make this much easier for you. Let's take a minute now and jot down your answers to the questions that are in the workbook. If you get stuck, pick just one and start there. I often choose just to start with one. I do the same audit every year because every year a website will fall apart, just like my fitness goals. So take a moment, jot down what's one big problem you solve. Think about that process. Think about how you are going to change their lives. And then in your head, think of the concepts and talk about how you're going to get them from point A to point B. So, all right, let's move from dreaming to doing. It's time to get strategic about your website goals and how you're turning visitors into actual clients or customers. This is where so many entrepreneurs get stuck. They build a beautiful site, but don't give a clear job or path for visitors to follow. First, what's the number one job of your website? Is your website to book calls, sell a signature offer, grow your email list, or maybe build authority? Every great website has a primary mission. And when you know what that is, you can design every page and every word to support that outcome. No more pretty but pointless websites. Second, what is the main action you want every visitor to take? This is your call to action, your CTA. Do you want people to book a free consult, grab your freebie, buy your product, or join your community? Be specific and make it obvious. When you're clear, your audience is clear. And that's when conversions happen. Third, where are visitors dropping off or getting lost? Take a look at your analytics or just walk through your own site as if you're a brand new visitor. Are there pages where people seem to disappear? Are your forms too long? Your navigation confusing? Or your messaging unclear? Spot these friction points and fix them. All you want to do is keep people moving toward your goal. Fourth, how are you measuring success? What does winning look like for your website? Is it more bookings, more downloads, more sales, or more email subscribers? Decide on 1 to 2 key metrics and start tracking them. Weekly, monthly, whatever works for you. When you know your numbers, you can celebrate real progress and make smart decisions about what to tweak next. All right, let's find your top CPA. Need one of those too. I want you to answer these 4 questions in your workbook if you can. What's your website's job? CTA, friction points, and success metrics. The easier it is to turn your site into a true profit machine. And remember, done is better than perfect. You can always refine as you go. Let's talk about something that makes a lot of us want to run for the hills: analytics. But I promise this doesn't have to be scary or complicated, even if you don't consider yourself techie. First, what's your top 3 visited pages? Think of your website like a house. Some rooms get a ton of foot traffic and others not so much. The first step is to figure out which rooms or pages people are actually visiting the most. If you have Google Analytics set up, you can see this in your dashboard. But if you don't, that's okay. Just start by thinking about which pages you share the most or which ones people seem to talk about or ask you about. So why does this matter? Because you want to put your best foot forward where it counts. If your About page gets the most visits, make sure it's telling your story and guiding people to your next step. If your services page is the hotspot, check that your offers are clear and inviting. Second, are those pages leading visitors to your main offer or next steps? Here's where we turn those window shoppers into action takers. Look at your top pages and ask yourself, is it obvious what I want people to do next? Is there a button, a link, or an invitation to book a call, grab a freebie, or check out my services? You'd be amazed how many websites get tons of visitors, but leave them hanging with nowhere to go. Even a simple, friendly, want to work together, click here, can make a huge difference. This isn't about fancy funnels or complicated tech. It's about making your website funnel like a warm, welcoming shop where it's easy to take the next step. All right. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just pick one page. Go look it through the eyes of a brand new visitor. Is it clear? Is it inviting? Is it leading them somewhere helpful? If not, add a simple call to action. Little tweaks like this can add up to big results, even if you're not a tech wizard. All right, Let's talk about some of my favorite quick wins. The small changes you can make this week that can have a big impact on your website's results. These aren't about tech tricks or expensive redesigns. They're about making your site more welcoming and easier for your dream clients to say yes. First, do you have a clear, bold call to action on every page? This is the single biggest difference between a website that quietly collects dust and one that brings your new clients or your new leads. Your call to action, or CTA, is just the next step you want someone to take, like book a free call, download my guide, or shop now. It should stand out, be easy to find, and be repeated throughout your site, so visitors never have to wonder what you do next. If you only change one thing this week, make it this. Second, are you offering an irresistible freebie or opt-in? Give your visitors a reason to raise their hand and stay in touch. This could be a workbook, a checklist, a mini course, or even a discount code. Whatever feels valuable and easy to say yes to. A great freebie not only grows your email list, but also builds trust and gives people a taste of what it's like to work with you. Third, are you showing trust-building testimonials or social proof? People want to know they're in good hands. Adding even 1 or 2 testimonials, reviews, or as seen in logos can instantly boost your credibility. If you're just starting out, ask your past client or colleague for a kind word, or share a mini case study of someone you've helped. Social proof is like a warm introduction. It reassures new visitors that you're the real deal. And fourth, is your checkout or contact process simple and distraction-free? Whether you want people to buy, book, or reach out, make it as easy as possible. Avoid long forms, unnecessary steps, or confusing instructions. The fewer hoops someone has to jump through, the more likely they are to take action. Think of it like opening the door wide and saying, "Come on in, it's easy." And a side note from Jen here, your clients come to you as the expert. Lead them to where they need to know, to what they need to know, to where they need to go. You know what they need in order to get where they want to be. They don't. You lead them. You're the leader. All right, let's pick just one of these to focus on. Small tweaks, done consistently, can transform your website's performance. No fancy tech required. Let's just repeat that one. Small tweaks, done consistently, can transform your website's performance. No fancy tech required. And if you're not sure where to stop, drop your question in the chat or message us or grab a chat bubble wherever you're watching this. We're in this together. All right, my favorite. If you know me, you know I love a value ladder. So let's talk about the most powerful and underused strategies for growing your business online. Value ladders and upsells. Instead of asking someone to jump straight into your biggest offer, you guide them through a series of yeses that feel natural and supportive. First, what's the next step after your freebie? After someone downloads your guide or signs up for your checklist, don't leave them hanging. Invite them to join your workshop. Book a quick call or check out a mini product. Always have the next step ready. Second, where can you invite a small yes? Not everyone is ready to make a big commitment right away. And that's okay. Offer something bite-sized, a $27 training, a 30-minute consult, or a quick win service. These smaller offers break the ice and build trust. Third, how does your offer journey build trust? Think of your value ladder as a relationship. Each step, freebie, low ticket, core offer, premium program, should help your client get a result and feel more confident in you. It's not just about selling, it's about serving at every level. And fourth, are you making it easy for clients to go deeper? If someone loves your freebie or entry offer, don't make them hunt for what's next. Use thank you pages, follow-up emails, or even a friendly PS to guide them into the next step. The smoother the path, the more likely they'll say yes again. Action step. So let's map out your value ladder in the workbook or notebook. What's your freebie? Your first paid offer, your main service, and your premium offer. Even if you only have 2 steps right now, that's a great start. Yearly planning for profit. All right, 2026 is here, and we are going to make this year big. We saw a rise in AI and we saw a drop in AI all in the same year. But one thing stayed consistent. People want to work with people, and people want to get in touch with you. And the way they do that is through a website. So let's zoom out for a second and talk about how we actually make your website work for you all year long without overwhelm, because no one needs that. Yearly planning doesn't have to be complicated or reserved for big corporations. In fact, the most successful entrepreneurs I know are the ones who pick one clear goal each quarter and go all in. First, what is one website goal for quarter one? Maybe you want to double your email signups, finally launch that course, or turn your homepage into a conversion machine. Whatever it is, pick one big goal for this first quarter. This helps you focus your energy and makes it easier to measure your progress. Don't try to fix everything all at once. Clarity is your secret weapon. Second, how will you break it into monthly actions? Big goals can feel overwhelming, but when you break them down into bite-sized steps, suddenly they feel doable. For example, January, refresh your opt-in and add testimonials. February, update your main CTA and test your checkout. March, run a simple promo or email campaign. Each month, you're moving closer to your goal. No hustle, just steady progress. All right. Why does yearly planning matter? Because big results come from small, consistent actions. Big results come from small, consistent actions. Break your goals into quarters and months. Set one website goal for Q1. Maybe it's doubling your opt-ins, launching a new offer, or improving your conversion rate by 2%. Write it down in your workbook. And if you're feeling brave, share it in the chat or with your friends and family or with your work buddy for accountability. All right. Before we wrap up tonight, I want to do something a little different from the usual webinars out there. There's no big pitch, no hidden upsell, and definitely no spam coming your way. Lord knows I don't like to write an email. My mission, and Cassie's too, is to see you actually take action and start building the business and website of your dreams without overwhelm or extra charges. So here's what I'd love for you to do. Take a few minutes right now and jot down your answers to the prompts we covered tonight. Your audience, your offer, your website's main goal, your quick win, and your Q1 plan. When you're ready, submit your answers in the button below, in the form that we've linked, and then book a free call with us. On that call, we'll go through your responses together, brainstorm solutions, and create a custom action plan just for you. No pressure, no sales pitch, just real personalized help to get you moving forward for 2021. I'm not selling you anything. I don't even have an offer to sell you. We build websites and we edit video, and we build courses. There's nothing for me to offer you. All I want to do is make sure that you have strategically optimized website that is doing your hard work for you. We want to see you win, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Let's make this the year you finally hit those big goals and build a business you're truly proud of. If you're ready, submit your answers below, book your call, and let's get you started. And thank you so much, so much for spending any amount of time with me. I'm wishing you a joyful new year and a website that truly works for you in 2026. And remember, every small step you take compounds over time. Your website is about to become your profit powerhouse. Happy holidays and big hugs from me and Cassie.